It's a Twist and Mix right here on Penn's Peak Radio. It is Kara in the studio with you this morning, Tuesday, February 16th. I have a very special guest talking with me today. It is Anna Popovic. She hails originally from Belgrade, but she'll be making her way up here to Penn's Peak this Saturday night, February 20th, which is going to be one amazing show. How are you doing today, Anna?
I'm great. I'm so looking forward to being back.
We're so looking forward to having you back. You've been up here quite a few times, correct?
Yes, that's right.
What is it about Penn's Peak that you love coming back to?
I think the audience is great. You know, it's a rocking audience. It's always a fun show, and this time we're going to have something new for the audience as well, because we are working on a very large project called Trilogy.
Yes.
Three CDs in one, and it's going to feature a lot of different sides of me and my music, and it's going to be a funk record and a jazz record, and of course a blues record with a lot of songs, 25 songs, and just different styles of music, different producers, different musicians on the record, a lot of very exciting guests like Joe Bonamassa and Robert Randolph and Bernard Purdie. It's a very exciting project, so we're so looking forward to May because that's the release month, and it's been at least a year since I've been working on this project, but writing those songs way before that. You know, some of them are dating from a long time ago, so I'm finally so happy and relieved to get them out.
Yeah, getting the newsletter about that, I was so excited because, I mean, for 3 albums kind of in one, that's insane, and now in this type of world, people are putting out maybe 1 or 2 songs at a time, but this is crazy. When did you start really the process of wanting to do this?
Well, somebody came to me, one of the fans, and said, you know what, I'm constantly making compilations of your records, of your songs. You know, I make one that's blues for myself, and then I make one that's jazz for my wife, you know, or like for a friend. And that happened not once. And the reason is because I always make records that are just a mix of all different styles. But there is a certain continuity as far as the blues goes, just the blues songs. You know, there are either slide or shuffles. There are a lot of, slow blues. And the funk stuff is similar, of course. And I came to that idea. I said, maybe I should just make one record that is all blues or one that is all jazz. But then, I was writing some jazz stuff in the past, but they were always recorded with blues people or rock people, So this time I wanted to really go to New Orleans and experience the high-end jazz musicianship. And I got Delphio Marsalis from the Marsalis family on board to play and produce the record, and he got his crew, amazing Hurley and Riley on drums, and we got Bernard Purdie, who's as well a jazz legend, a drum legend, most recorded drummer in the history of recordings, and it's fantastic, and then we did that jazz record in New Orleans. For all my jazz songs, and then I wanted a funk record, and of course New Orleans as well, a great place to record funk. I got a whole different crew with George Porter Jr. and Ivan Neville, and recorded a funk record, and then I recorded some blues songs with fantastic Tom Hambridge in Nashville, and some of my band members are on it, and then I thought, if you release just one type of music, I guess the rest of the audience is gonna wait for the other CD to come out, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna give all this music out in one, so everyone can be happy and they can share music and they can listen whatever they want to listen to, and that's basically the idea. But I'm just showing different sides of me and my music, and I thought it was a huge challenge. You sometimes just see double records coming out, but that's usually similar material. But to span such different styles of music, and actually, sometimes artists come out with double record, and then whatever is left over from the recording, they put it somewhere on the B-side or whatever. But in this case, this was just 3 completely different sessions with 3 different types of musicians and producers, and just 3 different sounds. So it's a huge project and undertaking. I just was very fortunate to be able to have my music played by such diversity of extremely talented successful musician.
Definitely, yeah. And when you start writing the songs, in your mind, are you thinking, okay, this is going to be a jazz, or do you just write stuff down and see how it feels?
Yeah, it is. Those little notes date from a long time, because this is something I've been thinking about for the past 2-3 years, and didn't really know what I told you in which way I'm going to release it or what. But those dates do date from those little notes do date from maybe 3 years ago, and it's fun to see that come to life. But yeah, it was blues, question mark. The players, the producers, which song, maybe this one could be good for blues, and then jazz, this one could be, turned into a jazz feel as well. I had different options, and they would kind of repeat themselves and sometimes, and then finally everything crystallizes itself and finds its place in the whole project, which is a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to look forward to it. If you're just tuning in, we are talking with Anna Popovic. Her new album, well, 3, Trilogy, is coming out this year, May 2016. She's going to be up here this Saturday night here at Penn's Peak. We're so excited. She's been here multiple times. You also have another special thing doing this year. You're doing the All-Star Experience Hendrix for the second time, correct?
This is the third time. This is the third time. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate they keep calling me back, which is fantastic, because I love the tour and I feel at home. This is my type of tour. I've been a Hendrix fan ever since I remember, and I've been playing his songs throughout my career.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really an honor to be asked to do that. They don't have a whole lot of ladies that did that in the past 12 years, only a few.
Yeah.
So to have them, have me back for the third time is amazing. Guys play incredible. They shred. They're on fire. All of different guitar players, fusion, blues, rock, you name it, they're all the different types of sounds, and such an incredible lineup of, Buddy Guy and Eric Johnson and Doyle Bramall and Weasel Zappa and Johnny Lang and so many more. And here I am among them. It's fantastic. And it's just, it's not even just a cover gig. It's the whole Hendrix family is behind it. They're putting that up. So it's really a big deal. And not only for me, but I see with the rest of the musicians on that tour that they all take it very serious.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like you were saying, there are so few women. You are such an inspiration to young girls and women saying, yes, you can do this. This isn't just a man's world. We can make our way.
That's right. So I'm definitely hoping that this is going to lead to more women being asked to do Experience Hendrix tour. Then I would, my mission would be fulfilled.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking with Anna Popovic, who will be up here at Penn's Peak this Saturday night, February 20th. So, Anna, what can people expect from the show? You said a little bit of the new stuff, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. We're working on it. We'll see how far we get. But some of the new stuff, and obviously mixed from Can You Stand the Heat and Unconditional, the most from those two records, and maybe some older material as well. But that's the mix. So people get a fair share of rocking stuff and blues and funk and everything's involved. So it's just going to be lots of guitars, and for guitar lovers,
that's awesome.
And, slide guitar and some good songs and songwriting. So yeah, come on out.
It's going to be a good rocking night. After all these years, do you still get nervous before heading out on the stage?
No. I don't think I had that ever.
Really?
From time to time, maybe, yeah, you can say that you're excited. No, I really, when I see a stage, I kind of can't wait to get on there and play with my band and just let loose. This is my moment, that stage and those 90 minutes, that's just reserved for me and my music and my guitar. So I actually, every time, very much look forward to being on stage and performing. And of course, sometimes you have more difficult nights than the other, and that's not everything works the way you would want it to work. But I am never nervous before I get on stage. I might get nervous afterwards when I'm there, and I had nothing, and it's not really going the way I want it as far as the sound or whatever. But after all, it's all a fantastic feeling, and I really love what I do. and I hope that's transmitting into the audience. I'm always hoping they can see that.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're loving it that much, I mean, does that just sustain your passion right there for doing it years after year?
Definitely, definitely. I'm very passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I think it's a fantastic way to, go out and play. I never had any other job. I don't know how it is to solicitate and work in the office. I never done that, so I don't know what I'm missing out on, but this is something that really fills me up, and I'm just very thrilled to be able to, perform and make people happy and inspire them maybe with some lyrics and inspire them with guitar playing, and that's it.
And it helps. It works. I love your music personally, and I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. That's kind.
So, Anna, how can they find you online? Website, Facebook, Twitter?
Yes, there is. My Facebook, my website, AnnaPopovic.com, and there's a Facebook page. There's quite a few Facebook pages out there, but only one is real, me behind it, and people can find that on our website,
awesome.
AnnaPopovic.com. There's a little Facebook button, so that's the way, and there all the shows are listed and all the news and music. So check it out.
Yeah. So this Saturday night, February 20th, it's going to be one amazing show, Anna Popovic. You do not want to miss out on this for a second. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. We are actually going to be giving away some tickets coming up, so stay tuned. So you've got Trilogy to be released. You're going to be part of the Experience Hendrix. What else did 2016 have coming for you?
Well, for now, that is that. We're gonna, we have a lot of shows in Europe planned as well, France, and summer's gonna be very busy, and we're looking forward to that. But the main concern is now getting the trilogy out and showing people music that we've been working on for the past year or two. Hendrix Tour, of course, is coming up next month. Very much looking forward to that, and then we'll take it easy from there.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're so excited to see you. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. Can't wait to see you this Saturday night.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Looking forward to it. Bye-bye.